Hey, it's Victoria, and welcome to The Trend. We're here with Joy and Michael Bergin. The true love story.
Yes.
So let's start.
Yeah.
Let's dig right.
The real one.
The real love story. Let's delve right into it. How did you meet?
Go
ahead,
long
Joy.
time ago. I was working on Access Hollywood, and we were just starting to do celebrity guest hosting for the weekend show with Nancy O'Dell. So, I do hair and makeup in studio, and I got a call from my boss, a female boss, Joni was her name. And she calls me up and she's like, hey, we're doing our first celebrity guest hosting. He's going to be out in the field with Nancy, but he needs a haircut. So he's going to come into the studio. You're going to cut his hair and then send him out to the field. And I'm like, okay. And as I'm hanging up, she's like, wait. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, he's really hot. And I was like, oh, whatever. Like I was going through a really bad
That was
breakup.
30 years ago.
Yeah.
Really.
So I wasn't in the mood at all. I was like, whatever, hung up, didn't think anything of it. I usually don't cut hair on set. I usually style it. So I was like going through my hair bag looking for my scissors, and I heard him come in and get introduced to the makeup artist. And all of a sudden I stand up, turn around, and my jaw, I was like, holy shit. I honestly, I told my mother, I'm like, if I could build a man, it was.
And I still look like that. It's amazing.
Actually, she said that same story to me 22 years ago.
Oh, she's got that
in the
story
makeup
down.
room.
Yes.
Because I said the same thing about my husband. If I could create a guy
Yep.
in the 5th grade.
Yeah.
Do you remember I said that to you? Like in the 5th
It would
grade.
look like me.
Well, I mean, you guys could be cousins. No, but it's true. It's like you came up with this vision in your head.
Yeah.
So, okay. So
that was how we met. And then I was very like shy. Like if I liked somebody, I was like, I was like some cutting his hair, like, we started talking.
Oh, yeah. You gave me the Egyptian haircut.
I did not. Even the best haircut he'd ever had. In fact, I still cut his hair. But no, he asked if I cut hair outside of work, which I did not. But I told him I did.
that was your line.
So she cut my hair, and then I went to, I think, Barney's department store, and I worked with Nancy O'Dell all day. And Nancy was kind of being a matchmaker. She's like, Joy, 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 all day long, or whatever, just trying to put us together. So, yeah. So I asked her if, I called her a couple weeks later, asked her for another haircut. Mm-hmm. She came over to my apartment. Mm-hmm.
He tried to offer me money. I said, just buy me a drink sometime. And then that was that.
Oh, so she kind of made the first move-ish.
Yeah.
So I know that, so Joy, obviously you knew right away, but what was it with you, Michael, that
I don't think she knew right away. I
Well,
mean,
I didn't know. No, I knew he was
listen,
hot right
I
away.
equally thought she was hot as hell. She was beautiful. And and she had a short
my hair
bob
was,
hair.
like, so short. I was growing it out from a horrible cut.
I love that. I love the short haircut. She looked great.
so all these years, okay, 30 years.
Yeah. Well, our son is 26. So I got pregnant 5 months after us dating.
You never told me that.
She told me that.
So yeah,
I'm just saying.
the whole world knew that.
Yeah.
Everybody knew.
She told
me. But yeah, no, we didn't know each other very well at all. And, it was just such a oops kind of situation. And I mean, how personal can we get?
She clamped. Can we say the clamping thing? Or
Yeah, you can say the clamping, which
she clamped on. She clamped
which
on.
is impossible.
So
If we're
That's
going to
how
get
she got
personal,
pregnant.
when you're on top, you can't clamp. Where are your hands? You can't do it.
She's clamping.
It's physically impossible.
You know that doesn't even work anyway.
No, she's clamping.
It's so stupid.
We've had this conversation too.
Says it.
She clamped, and our
do it.
son
You
was
can't
born.
do it. It's physically impossible.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's like 200 something pounds, and I'm like this. So
Then I wasn't. I wasn't 200 pounds then.
You were 100. You were
195.
yeah, and all muscle.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No.
Anyway,
He tries to say that. No.
Anyway, she's a
it was
clamper.
totally his fault.
Next question.
He didn't pull. It was his fault. He knew. He knew.
But this story is the honest to God truth. Like, honest.
It is.
She has told me this story.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Well, there's two sides to the story.
Wait, no, but the other weird thing. I mean, again, this is for. It was like the day after my period, so I didn't think I could even get pregnant.
Right.
Like, I was like, "We're good." Oh, wait. But the best part of the story is the fact that okay, hold on. Wait, we can't bypass this. So we've been dating.
So we only got 20 minutes. Spit it out.
We have been dating, and when you film the show, Access Hollywood, so the hair and makeup sits there, and you watch the show being pieced together. So it cuts to the hosts, and we do our job, and then we go back and we sit and we watch the show get pieced together. So there was the grand opening of it was in the Bahamas. What was the resort?
Oh, it's Atlantis.
Yeah.
It was the Atlantis.
See, I'm good.
You do remember.
It was the Atlantis. It was a grand opening, and all the celebrities are there. So we were covering that story. Yeah. And I'm sitting there. Everybody knew I was like dating Michael. And so all of a sudden, it shows up. All of a sudden on the screen, Michael pops up holding hands with another girl in the Bahamas in front of a hotel room.
Who was she?
Who the no. So anyway, I don't know. But I'm like this.
But
so wait. So
again, there's two sides of the story.
Hold on. All of a sudden, everybody, I'm with the hair and makeup.
You guys want to hear the real story after she's done?
Hair and makeup wardrobe. They look at me and they go, "Joy, isn't that the guy you're dating?" And I'm all, yep, that's him. So because of that, and you can go back and correct, you can do your version. But because of that, I was going over there. We hadn't seen each other for like months after that. Like, I was done. And not because like we were committed, just because like we weren't on the same page. Like, I'm not going to sleep with multiple people. So, but I went over there. He called me from back east because he had been out of town for the holidays. He was like, I miss you. I want to see you. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. I'll see you. I was going to go over there and just say, this isn't working. So that's the night that I went over to his place and
clamped on.
That's what he says. I clamped on, but I was done.
Anyway, the real story was
that's when I got pregnant.
I met her like 7 months before that, and we casually, met up, went on dates, so it was just casual. But I was away for months. I wasn't even talking to her
for the holidays
at all.
You went home for the holidays,
but she was really in love with
you.
Anyway, I know that. I can vouch.
Listen,
pretty.
I was not in love with him.
If you call dating a guy that you don't talk to month after month after month, then okay, you could say we're dating. We're dating.
It wasn't.
We weren't dating. I came back into LA, and I called her that night.
Holidays.
The weirdest thing when I came back, and I think it was January 1st, and I was home for the holidays, and we got the news that my older sister is pregnant and she's having a baby. And it's like, I love kids, and I just felt like, everything in my life at that point was good. I was on Baywatch, I was acting, I was making money. I just felt like I had everything except I wanted a kid, but I didn't have a girl in my life, and I didn't, and I wasn't going to, I just knew I wasn't going to have a kid for a while because I don't even have a girlfriend yet.
So he clamped.
Kind of thing. So when I was on the plane, I remember for some reason I was in first class on American Airlines coming back that night, and I was talking to these two flight attendants. And, just chatting and whatever. And I was telling them, oh yeah, my sister's pregnant, whatever's having a baby. And it's like, I want a kid so bad, and I was talking to him. I'm like, you know what? I have money. I want a kid. Maybe I want to adopt a kid, and I could pay for a nanny or something like that. So I'm having this conversation, and one of the flight attendants works with an adoption agency. She flips out her card. She gave me her card for adoption, and that was on my mind. I get off the plane. I call her, and she comes over that night, and my son's conceived.
Jesse.
That was
Jesse.
He was conceived. And then after that night, we didn't speak. I was done for a month, and then I'm like,
no, she woke up in the morning, and then she said, "We're done," and then she calls me a month later, almost, and
yeah, a month
says
later,
we got to talk.
Like, where's my period. Like that was the night we were done. So yeah.
So you did things a bit backwards.
Very
in a way, because
extremely backwards.
you kind of were dating, but not really. You
Yes.
had Jesse.
Yes.
And then you have another baby, Alana.
Yes. She was planned.
But yes.
So we were not together, and then we kind of got together when Jesse was 2.
Mhm.
And so when Jesse was 2, we did a little therapy. We went to therapy and we're working on us and that stuff. Planned Alana. I got pregnant with Alana. He proposed while I was pregnant. She popped out 2 days later.
3 days later.
3 days later. And yep. And then we got married after the 2 of them were born
In Hawaii.
in Hawaii. Yep.
I remember. It was a beautiful wedding. So there are challenges, though, in life here in Hollywood, in this crazy world that we are all a part of. What do you think is the secret to the longevity of a relationship, and what makes it work?
Joy just tells me what to do and how to act, and I just do it. Happy wife, happy life.
I always say
No,
that
it's-
too.
I'm
wish
joking.
It was that, yeah.
I mean, I think one, we like each other, we love each other. We have. It's funny. I'm a real estate agent. I was just at my real estate brokerage earlier today, and I told my manager, I said, "Yeah, I'm doing this podcast later on today, and me and Joy." And she's like, "What are you guys going to talk about?" I go, "I think we're going to talk about us and our relationship and whatever." And she started going. She goes, "Oh my God!" She goes, "You and Joy, like you guys are just so much fun. Like you're." And she said, "Entertaining," and that's why I'm bringing that up, because we do have fun. And when we're around people and you guys are seeing it, whatever, we kind of have fun. And, I kind of flirt with her and tease her and give her shit and bicker with her or whatever, but it's all out of fun and it's for the entertainment, So I think that's important, in a relationship. And I also think, just each of us looking the best we can, kind of maybe to keep the attraction going a little bit. I think that's important too.
Well, you have to have that.
Well, I think
Should have that. It's nice to have that.
it's nice to have that.
Yeah.
It's nice to be attracted to each other, I think, after all these years. I mean, we're growing old together, but it's like when you help, maintain yourself, I think it goes a long way, especially if you met a certain way. But I agree with him in the sense as far as it is longevity is hard in general, especially in Hollywood and in this industry. It makes it that much more difficult. And we've had challenges and we worked through things, and it's no marriage is ever just like skipping through the tulips. It's just not that way.
My dad always said, marriage is no picnic.
Yeah.
There's nothing about
yeah,
it.
no,
It takes work,
So-
but I think, and we still have to kind of remind each other. It's like, when you come into conflict, I really believe that it's the two of you against the issue. It's not one against the other.
Mhm.
And it's like, if you approach it that way, then you're not taking it personally where like you feel attacked. It's like, okay, we're having this issue, and how do the both of us figure it out together to get through it. But I do think that having fun together, staying friends, you have to like each other. Because if you don't like each other and you have contempt, I think that doesn't work. You have to like each other on top of being in love with each other, staying in love and putting that effort in to like keep it fresh and not take the other one for granted, which we do at times. Like, I mean, it happens. And then like, one of us, usually me, is like, what the fuck? Like you just have to kind of like, you have to kind of smack the other one above the.
No, it takes it takes a lot. It takes a lot of work, and it's a lot of compromising. And we're two different species, female, male. Moods throughout the day. I get when I feel disrespected. I fly off the handle or whatever. So it just causes arguments, and then we're mad at each other for a long period of time, and then we make up, whatever. But
What's a long period of time?
I don't know. Sometimes it's a couple hours. Sometimes it's a couple days. You're there.
No, we don't just go into bed going to bed.
The angry thing. Yeah, I know. I don't do that either.
Sometimes you need that space.
I know.
Like,
I agree with you too.
and the other thing too is like, I feel like when you take that moment to reflect and you kind of say the other one, their intention wasn't to piss me off. That wasn't the intent.
Right.
Like sometimes like looking at intention is super important.
Joy, like what we met each other, I was 20, I think 5 or 6 or something.
Yeah.
It was yesterday.
Just yesterday.
It was just yesterday.
Because we're just young chicks.
But when we met each other, you know, I had just gotten married and moved here to Los Angeles. And I know that you were going through a lot of things with Michael at the time.
Yep.
And I was like, I had the front row seat.
Yep.
To all of her
adventures
with you.
Yeah,
but they were, it wasn't bad. It was, it's life. It was like,
listen, we're trying to figure things out. But listen, if we did the conventional, like us get married when she got pregnant or whatever, we wouldn't be sitting on this couch right now. We would have killed each other. It wouldn't have worked. It's like, I wasn't ready to commit. Mm-hmm. I needed to, although now we're on our second child, it's, you know, as I got to know her more and more or whatever, I mean, that's when I knew, and that's when I fell in love with her.
Right.
You know, and I love that story. And I know we got married when Jesse was going on 5 years old and Alana was 7 months old or whatever, but I wouldn't change it because we wouldn't be sitting here.
They were in your wedding, which was pretty amazing.
Yeah. They were in our wedding.
Yeah. It's incredible. So yeah, I mean, I just know all the story about everything, all the drama, the highs, the lows. And I know that, you know, you recently just did a podcast, you said, with Noah, right?
Noah Fernley, yeah.
And so how do you feel about him and like how everything has been portrayed for you?
Okay. Do people know who Noah Fernley is?
Well, I think so. Okay. I think so.
So Noah Fernley is the I don't want to say kid, is the actor that portrayed me in Love Story. So what's your question about?
So how do you feel about how he portrays you? Are you happy about it?
You know, I did not watch Love Story, but I heard enough about it where I feel like I saw it. You know what? He's a great looking kid and he's a good actor. And when he got cast, everyone was going crazy over this kid and what he looked like. And I was like, yes, I was so happy that he was portraying me.
It's true.
Yeah. But I was also, you know, no one, you know, I was blindsided. No one called me and said, hey, we're casting your character. And so I found out when everyone else found out when they were actually casting that part. And I think it was on my birthday last year, March 18th. And so I stressed about it for a year because I didn't know how they were going to portray me. I didn't know what it was going to be about or whatever. So I was really nervous about it for almost a year until it aired. But then, you know, when it aired, you know, they portrayed me in a positive light from what I can hear, from what I heard. So I was happy about it. So I was like, phew, big relief.
Tell her how we met Noah. Like, tell her what happened.
So Noah reached out to me via text because he interviewed with someone that I interviewed with, whatever. So he got my number, and I didn't realize, but he texted me 3 days before, and I saw an article that came out, and he said really nice things about me. He never met me. He just said really nice things, and I wanted to thank him. All the other press, all the other media, I completely ignored everyone, just whatever. But with him, I wanted to reach out to. So I was looking for that guy's number that interviewed the two of us. And I put Noah in my subject in my phone, and his text came up. I'm like, oh, shoot, he texted me 3 days ago and I missed it. So I texted him and I just said, I wanted to thank you and blah, blah, blah. So I thanked him that way. But he wanted to meet, and I wanted to meet him as well. So I had him, and I didn't tell Joy or anyone on my real estate team. So I have a group of like 12, 13 agents on my team, and a lot of the girls are watching the show. And this is when the show was still airing. So I asked him, I go, do you want to come to my brokerage? We have a Bergin group meeting every Monday. Can you come in like around, half hour later? And I said, just come into the conference room and just say, I'm looking for Michael Bergin. I want to buy a house. And so he did that. And Joy's jaw was like, and just the reaction we got from everyone, it was pretty cool. And it was 2 days before my birthday. So they were surprising me with a cake and all that. So I kind of like, since Noah was portraying me, so I kind of made it seem like it was his birthday. He's Michael Bergin too. So it's his birthday. So I got him a couple gifts. I signed a poster. And I wrote, to Noah, the younger, beautiful myself, on it, and signed that. And then I tried to do an underwear line a long time ago when I was doing the Calvin Klein. It had CK on the underwear. I wanted my own MBs. So I had underwear like in my storage thing. So I grabbed one of those and I gave him that as well. And when we sat down and we blew out the candles together, it was fun.
We bonded.
It was cool. So, it was the first time we were meeting.
So wow. So wait. So did he think that they did a good job? Because he obviously went through the effort to get to know you and try to know you and try to understand who you are as a person. Did he think that they did justice?
He already shot the stuff. So this is when it was airing. I thought he said he reached out to me before so he could get to know me before, do the method acting. But yesterday when I saw him, he said he did not. But he reached out a few days before.
But he must have felt some sort of connection.
He did. He said that they had a lot in common. They're both from Connecticut. They both started with modeling, got into acting. Like he felt very bonded to him already early on, he said.
And we both live in Studio City, and our favorite place we go to all the time. We're going there tonight is Laurel Tavern. And
then the funny thing is that our daughter, Alana,
who's also beautiful model.
She's
22 and he just turned 27. Yeah. So they're more on the same.
But ironically, she's a Wilhelmina, and they had her do some event. I can't remember what the event was, and she hadn't met
Clarence.
Oh yeah, it was
Clarence, the event.
Yeah.
And so he was there for something, and she was there, and they both locked eyes and were like, "Oh my God!" And they met that night and hung out all night. It's like for the first time, we had no part in it.
Oh my God,
no funny. I know. So they hung out.
So now they're friends. He's and my daughter and her boyfriend have been over his house. They've been out to clubs and stuff like that. So
together,
I love it. I love that. I love that they're friends. That's pretty cool.
That he's become a part of the family.
Yeah.
So wait a second. Okay, so I know I definitely would love to get you guys, the two of you guys together, because that would be awesome.
Yeah,
to hear the perspective of him having to portray you. I mean, I'm sure he was flattered when he got to take on this role, but I would love to know his perspective because Ryan.
I think he read for JFK Jr., so he's probably disappointed.
Oh, are you serious?
No, he said he originally read for you, and then they called him back to read for the other part.
Oh,
and then they gave him.
Oh, and they offered him.
Okay,
yeah, fairly for sure. But I only watched the episodes that he was being portrayed in.
Oh,
I didn't.
Which was
finish.
I think the first 5.
Yeah.
So she watched 5 out of 9.
So yeah,
that was it. So that's all I really cared about.
That's all you wanted to know
was how
you're like set the record straight.
Yeah. Hold on a minute.
But you were fine. With it.
Yeah. The way they portrayed it, yes, I was fine with it. Yeah. Again, inaccuracies, yes, but
I love it. You're like.
But I'm happy it's over.
Well, hello. We work together at Entertainment Tonight and The Insider, so we all know the inaccuracies of things that get reported. Who are we kidding? Let's not let
Right,
the facts get in the way.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, and that's a scripted drama, so even worse. But yes.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Was there anything that bugged you?
Yeah.
Joy.
Yeah, there was a couple things that bugged me, but
Hold it all in, Joy. Hold it all
Okay,
in.
Joy. Did you tell Michael?
I don't think she did. So
Oh, she did it.
I don't think so.
I mean, it's just stuff that, like, I would just sound petty saying, so I'm not gonna say it.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, but this is before your time. So how do you know if it was inaccurate or not?
Because it was.
Okay.
Just because it was.
We'll just leave it at that.
We'll just leave it at that.
So ultimately, the trend here is a happy wife, a happy life.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't trying to tell him that.
And
She sends me every morning. She'll send me TikToks of how to treat her.
TikToks.
So that's all I need.
I do Instagram.
I just need those TikToks. So
But we need
how
Noah
to treat her.
But oh my gosh.
Those things that are like, they're just fun. They're just good.
But at least she's giving you advice, like hints.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like little hints without being, hey, in your face.
Yeah,
like,
they're not really hints.
Isn't this nice?
So are you guys going to do another television show, real estate show?
We did a real estate show for a little while, and it was fun. I liked it. We liked it. It was fun.
Yeah.
But then our lives took a different, then we started the group and it grew and we stopped doing that. But if
You could that would be good. But you know what? I actually think you could relaunch your underwear line. Seriously.
You think?
100%. Are you kidding?
bring those in.
Yes. Bring the MB back.
Well, it never sort of got off the ground.
But
It's just
He's got boxes of them though.
yeah.
But you could totally do it.
And we realized we need a couple $1 million, and no one had a couple $1 million.
But you could totally do it. Think about it. Cultural icon, Michael Bergin, with Joy Bergin. Bringing joy.
Bring joy into her. Yeah.
Joy. Hey, she founded the Hot
Have
Moms
Joy
Club.
wearing it.
The thongs.
She's done her own thongs. It's true. No, it is. It's true. I'm just like, wait, hold on a second. I'm surprised that you never ever pursued that. That's interesting.
Well, I did, and it just didn't take off. Well, again, we didn't have the funds to.
How many years? That was many years ago.
That was back in, like 2004. It was a while ago.
Can I? The one thing I do want to say
Go ahead.
regarding Alana and following in Papa's footsteps, because she's now into modeling. And I've done on our Instagram, like we've done side by sides of the two of them, from like him back in the day and her nowadays. But like, why hasn't Calvin Klein been? Here's my take on this new branding thing that I think that they need to do, because they had icons. I mean, they had Mark Wahlberg, they had Michael, they had Kate Moss, they had Antonio Sabato Jr. I mean, these amazing. They all have kids now. They're like Kate Moss's daughter's a model. His is like, why don't you do Calvin Klein 2.0? All of that with their kids. How insane. It's a no-brainer.
It's a great idea.
It's a no-brainer.
Those thoughts are very smart.
I know.
And it's good to
I'm
put
like,
things
who the
out
hell?
into the universe.
Huh? I know. I mean, to me, it's like a marketing no-brainer.
Yeah. All right.
I'm ready to go. I
You're
lost
done.
like 25 pounds.
Did you?
I'm ready to
You
go.
actually did.
Got the abs back.
Nice.
I'm ready. I'm ready for my Calvin Klein ad.
You really did? You lost 25 pounds?
I lost about 25 pounds. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay. All right. So that's the secret. That's
I'm ready.
the secret to success. All right. You guys can give your one.